Hello, y'all. Welcome to another reading. I guess it's a full moon, so we're gonna switch it up tonight and do the reading from a different location here. I hope you all are doing well. We'll probably do a general reading tonight. I'm not feeling anything specific yet, although it has been a very interesting few days and weeks. Feel free to take some deep breaths while I'm shuffling here, asking for messages that guide our evolution, growth, feelings of support, allow us to give and receive love, heal our past traumas, minimize future traumas. Ooh, that's exciting. Got the 10 of Cups right away. Messages that help support the healing and growth of us and our communities. Okay, this was, well, I'll take it. All right. First of all, we got the 10 of Cups. We got the Ace of Fire. Oh my God. So we're starting off right away with basically the Happy Family card and the card of fiery new beginnings, passion for a new project. Wow. The King of Pentacles. This came up in the last reading too. And I just saw a meme on Instagram that said, in tarot, it's not called Sugar Daddy. It's called King of Pentacles. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Patience card. Okay. Let's see. Did I bring? Yeah, I brought the a moon deck over as well, since it's a full moon today or yesterday. I can't remember. One of these days. Release your blocks. See the bigger picture. Leave the past behind. All right. All right, let me get situated here. I just don't love this King of Pentacles card. I talked about it in the last reading. It has a very, like, heaviness feel to it. Whereas alternatively, look at the energy of this 10 of Cups and Patience card. It's like a much lighter, more joyful, hopeful, bright light. And she's even like looking behind her, like maybe to the past a little bit, but there's not a heavy energy to it. With having both release your blocks and leave the past behind, this is an opportunity to, again, it talks about it in the last reading, but take off some of that armor. I mean, you've earned it. you've become wise through things that you've lived through, but it's just really not necessary to have so much on. I'm going to clarify this with another tarot deck. I really like this Ten of Cups, though. It's definitely a joyful energy. We just had the Three of Pentacles, building something. This is about working with others to achieve a goal or a vision. We have the World, the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Moon. Not surprising. We got the moon on the full moon. So the Eight of Swords aligns with the blockages card. Release your blockages. The Eight of Swords is you can see there, she's definitely tied up and not moving forward. Along with the Seven of Cups is the card of many options. So, but then you have the World, which is about completion. And since you have the Three of Pentacles, which is about, you got the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love or creativity. I don't know. This is not tying together very well yet. Let's just practice that patience card and see what else comes out here. Four of Cups, Empress in reverse, King of Swords. What is the purpose of this reading? Give me one card to help guide. What is something that the viewers are going through to help ground this reading? There's definitely some kind of blockage. Ooh, High Priestess. This is the card of intuition. So you're being asked to trust yourself right now to get you into the next phase. There's definitely hardship here. I mean, you have the Eight of Swords, which is blockages. You have the Release Your Blocks card. The Eight of Swords, though, also says self-imposed restriction. And then the Four of Cups, which came out, is also about sitting in sadness. So you have self-imposed restriction, sitting in sadness. You have the Seven of Swords came out. This could be because of a situation you were involved in where there was some kind of deception or betrayal. But there are options for how to move forward here. What are you going to focus on? And with the World, I mean, it is, you have reached a point of completion here. Five of Swords in reverse just came out, which can mean the desire to forgive or make amends. So yeah, and then you had the Leave the Past Behind card as well. Lots of cards. Releasing limiting beliefs, procrastination, lack of planning, lack of foresight, delays. I'm getting an energy of like feeling lost. Like, oh, I've lived through this crap. I'm sad. Justice just came out. And the Wheel of Fortune. Holy crap. Okay, now I got the chills. So, whatever your story is, maybe you were betrayed Maybe someone stole from you, cheated on you, took credit for something that you did at work. You feel like you don't know the way forward. You're sad because of a loss. You might be paralyzed by a lot of options. You might not see the way forward right now. You might feel like you're lacking inspiration. You have Justice, Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Three of Pentacles. Here's the Seven of Pentacles too. So there's a lot of hard work and collaboration here. So maybe you're in or about to enter a state of productivity in collaboration with others. That work energy and that movement energy might help propel you into the next phase. Justice, the World, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is all about rulings made in your favor. The wheel is turning. Time to move on to the next chapter, and a cycle is completed. And then when I asked for the purpose of the reading, you got the High Priestess, which is about intuition. So the best message I can give you right now is to trust yourself, even if it feels crazy. Trust yourself that, you are going to get through this. You're going to get to the other side. You are able to feel in to your own wisdom to get through this. And Tower reverse, which is personal transformation. Again, Empress reverse, which is creative block. Yeah, these blockages don't last forever. Think about like artists. What's the word they use? Writer's block. It refers to a temporary period of time. I was also just thinking about how on days when I'm like feeling sad or lonely, and sometimes the feelings are strong, and I know everybody's different, but for me, sometimes it'll feel really intense. But usually after a day or two, I really do feel better if I get a good night's sleep. And at the very least, it's not the same feelings when I wake up as when I went to bed. So these things, they do transform. And maybe for you, it's not the same, but I do urge you to notice the difference. Like, notice the difference from day to day in your thoughts and your feelings so that you can notice so that you don't tell yourself the story that like, oh, every day is the same, or, oh, I'm just depressed every day, or, do your best to take care of yourself and then notice how you do feel different when you wake up the next day. With the moon and the High Priestess, there's a lot of moon energy, a lot of feminine energy. But then you also have the King of Swords. Head over heart, truthful, honest, mental clarity. To me, this just represents that I know the King of Swords doesn't necessarily represent change, but the sword right here, using my intuition, is telling me it's like a sword of truth, a sword of change. Like he can just swipe that sword and it can bring in a new reality. Let's clarify this message using, I have one other deck out here. And remember, the Patience card came out, so it's important not to get too attached to something that happened to us or a specific emotion that we're feeling, because it will shift. All right, let's clarify the 10 of water. Oh, the 6 of Cups. Okay, so Six of Cups often represents like positive childhood memories, or at least like the joy of like reminiscing on good times. So this is a lot of joy right here. You see how the cups are by a record player? So I'm imagining like some of your favorite music playing, and just like maybe you're eating, drinking, listening to good music. Let's clarify the Ace of Fire. What does the Ace of Fire mean here? The Devil in reverse. Okay, so the Devil represents fear and again, blockages. So the Devil in reverse is just extra confirmation that you are going to be able to move forward with a new beginning, or that your creative spark will be burning. It is burning. It's not going to be extinguished by fear or naysayers. I mean, those two cards are freaking awesome. The Ten of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Let's clarify that King of Pentacles that I talked about earlier. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay. And Three of Wands. That's the second time I've seen the... Actually, no, it was the Two of Wands that was out before. I just heard the song Come Sail Away by Styx. Because this is the Three of Wands. Just give me a sec. I want to look something up. I just want to compare that Three of Wands to the Three of Wands in this other deck. I want to see if it came out twice. I don't think it did. I think I was mistaking it for the Two. Of course, it's probably going to be way at the bottom. Empress, Three of Pentacles. Huh, I don't see it. That's weird. That's really weird. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, so back to the Three of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. So this really balances out that heavy King. I mean, she's got a lot of crap too. And I mean, these are very positive cards typically. I just am very focused on all their stuff. And so this movement with the Three of Wands card is it gives it a buoyancy. It gives it a it lightens up their heaviness. So let's clarify that. Let's continue to clarify the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. Anytime there's a king and a queen, it could symbolize like a divine match. Like maybe you're finding someone that is a really good match, especially for matters of bringing in money or like stability for a family. Clarify the King and Queen of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Okay. Oh, quite a bit. Okay. Hangman in reverse, transformation, the call, and the Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. Hi, I'm back. the prior video got cut off, sorry. But I was just clarifying the King and Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Wands was about this more buoyant energy that lightens up this King of Pentacles energy. And you got a lot more like transformation cards that came out to clarify that. So 2 death cards came out. Both are number 13. And the Wheel of Fortune again. And also again the King of Swords. So I was just talking about how because the Star had come out in reverse as well. So I was just talking about how maybe what presented you from being in this wish fulfillment energy earlier was being too much in your head, because the King of Swords can represent head over heart. Or it honestly, it could be the opposite too. It could be that you were too much in your heart. Not like we can be too much in our heart, but like not using our intuition while being in our heart, which could really allow you to take on the baggage of other people. Because I still get that this King of Pentacles like has just like taken on a lot and has a lot of heaviness. But regardless of the reason, it honestly doesn't matter. You got the Death/transformation card twice, and the Wheel of Fortune you got twice, which means that things are shifting. I do want to ask, like, how is this different than any other reading? I mean, I know it's different, obviously. The specifics are different, but we often get, like, it's a time of change, and I just want to know what is the specific message right now. Maybe we'll get some advice before we wrap up here. I mean, and sometimes we just need to hear it more than once. Remember, you got leave the past behind and release your blocks. So I am getting, again, and this came up a couple readings ago, like, you kind of don't have a choice at this point. I mean, with the Death card multiple times and the Wheel of Fortune, I do feel like it's happening. But let's see if there's any other advice for you while going through this time of change. Any other advice for these viewers? That was like 7 cards, so we'll keep shuffling here. On this full moon, but for the weeks ahead. Practice gratitude, detox, and forgive. So this is the second time forgive came up. Yeah, there's a lot about, leave the past behind, forgive. It's time to move on. Release your blocks, detox. There's something in your body physically that needs to be like lightened up. Maybe it's a good workout, maybe it's a good massage, maybe it's just maybe it's breath work to help move some things through, or just cleaning up your eating a little bit, to not have so much like sugar or junk food. Maybe it's honestly just even brushing your teeth more. I know that sounds weird, but like just paying like a little bit more attention to like some aspect of your hygiene, or maybe it's cleaning a little section of your home that you haven't cleaned in a while, or a practice of like smudging your body every morning before you leave the house, or showering right when you get home, to just clear your energy. It could be something like that. And then practicing gratitude and seeing the big picture. These are big ones. There's always something to be thankful for. Always. And seeing the bigger picture can really help us get through those really hard days. Like I was saying earlier, knowing that even if you still feel crappy tomorrow for some reason, it will have shifted a little bit. And if it hasn't, keep paying attention. It might by the following day. They just, for some reason, got the moon again, 3 of Swords. So there could have been some heartbreak involved in this situation. The 5 of Wands reversed. So the fighting may be over. That could represent agreeing to disagree. Self-care. Sharp mind. You've gotten a fair number of swords coming out in this reading. The moon again. I'm also not that surprised that the messages are kind of all over the place today, because moon energy is pretty mysterious. I think we can ask 1 or 2 more questions and then probably wrap this up. Yep, 5 of Wands again. So, like, there's a reason, there's a reason things have been hard. I know that we've all lived through some weird stuff. There was some conflict or fight that this is all related to, or tension. I mean, maybe you're just tired. Look at how exhausting this looks. There's so many players in the field. They're all fighting with their wand. Ooh, 6 of Cups again. This came out at the beginning. This is about those happy memories and reminiscing. Maybe there's a practice from your past that you want to revive, like something you enjoyed as a child. Death again, Ace of Wands again. Yeah, I mean, this is the 3rd time the Death card has come out. It came out in all 3 decks. I put the other ones away, but I still have it up here. Let's see if it's still... Yeah, they were still accessible. So you got the 13, which is the Death card, 3 different times. Those are all the same. It's just called transformation in this deck, but endings, beginnings, change, transformation, transition, metamorphosis, and cycle. And with the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's just, this is what I mean about it's not really even in our control. I mean, that's the big energy of what's happening. Let me ask directly, like, what is in our control during this change? I mean, I know some things I've already mentioned, right? Self-care, cleaning up your energy, practicing gratitude, knowing that certain feelings do not last. What is in our control during this time of change? That was like a whole stack that came out, so. Oh, the light just went off. I guess it's time to wrap up. Let's see what's coming out in the dark. Oh, it might have died on me. My battery might have died. We got 5 of Swords and Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay. I don't actually know what Ace of Cups in reverse means. I'm actually getting nothing's in our control, which I know is a really weird message, given that I just said, we know that all this stuff is in our control. But sometimes these spiritual messages don't make logical sense like that. The way I'm interpreting that is like, honestly, just buckle up. yeah, I don't know. Again, intuitively, I can show you these cards, but they're probably going to be really hard to see. Yeah, I mean, it's a seahorse floating in water. And yeah, I'm just getting, hold on, let me feel into this. And I only have like 30, 40 more seconds before this video cuts off. That's not the right question. What is in our control is not the right question. It's time to surrender to this. Yes, there are practices that you can do, but it's really about surrender. And with that, I'm going to sign off. I love you all, and I will see you next time, okay? Good night.